Hello and welcome to FPL Daddy. How's everyone doing? FPL has been really stressful. A couple of weeks ago, we were actually tracking Rafinha's flight back to the UK. Last week, it was to do with Werner's and Lukaku's injury. And this week, it's actually the fitness concern of Mbuemo and Wadi, a couple of players who most FPL managers have got in their team. So, before we talk about that, let's actually assess the performance of the previous game week. I'm extremely disappointed because my rank has slipped from 982 to 13,675. I think a lot of decisions actually went against us. Number one, let's start with defense. Wolves literally conceded a goal in the last minute of stoppage time. We literally lost 14 points there. So that was extremely unlucky in my opinion, and that was the first reason. The second reason was not having Foden in the team. We had picked Grealish because we thought Grealish would be featuring more and more often. But I think we just need to take it on the chin and make sure that Foden is in the team straight away because he looks like City's best player right now. The most controversial reason why I think our rank really slipped was Salah's performance and Havertz's disappointing performance. So I don't think that was a bad decision. I would accept that because one, we never really expected City to Liverpool to demolish United at Old Trafford. Ole generally does well against the big six, but Liverpool played really well, and kudos to them. And coming to Havertz, you really don't expect the forward of the team to not be involved when your team is scoring 5 goals, right? So that is very disappointing. We actually thought Havertz will score more, but the fixtures are in his side and he's going nowhere from our teams. Coming to the forwards, I actually backed Ronaldo to do well in the big games. He even scored a goal but missed out because of a whisker of an offside. So that was sad. I even left Trent out because we backed the narrative that United will score. So if you actually add up the points lost, I think I would be in the top 200. But that's not how FPL works. Adam Armstrong literally featured in the last minute of the game, so that's okay. I think decisions are going against us. There will be a point when they will be on our side. So I'm okay. If I actually started the FPL and somebody told me that I will be ranked 13,000 odd by game week 9, I would honestly take it. But having said that, I am absolutely motivated to come back in the top 1000 of the world. And to be really ambitious, I honestly want to finish with a 2-digit number by the end of game week 38. So let's get to the team selection for this game week. If you like my content, guys, I would honestly be grateful for you to subscribe to my channel. I also post a lot of things on my Instagram handle, so please also give me a follow there. I've been actually using this website called understat.com a lot, and I think it's quite interesting. Let me just show that to you. So here, let's see. So this is basically, you can just see the expected goals here and expected goals against. And let me just show you how this works. So we've taken the table and I've filtered in decreasing order of goals scored. So you can see here that Chelsea and City are the best teams at home. It's actually quite surprising to see Liverpool below Aston Villa and Arsenal. So I think this website is actually interesting if you dig into it more. So if you actually notice here, Aston Villa and Everton have actually scored more goals at home than Liverpool. Can you believe that? So I think this data will actually help us in making a few decisions. Let me tell you how. So this is, let us see the away record. Yeah, so if you see here, Liverpool have scored 19 goals in 5 games, and look at the second best, just 8 goals. So I think that's where Liverpool is actually making up for the goals not scored at home. So these things are really interesting to see. If you actually notice here, Watford have scored 8 goals. That's because of the game last weekend when they actually scored 5 goals. But still, see where the top teams are, see where the bottom teams are. If you actually notice here, you can see that Leicester are a better team on the road than at home. So these are like the tiny little things which will actually help you in making good decisions when selecting your team. So not just goals scored, we can also do it the other way. So here you can see that the worst traveling team is actually Norwich, followed by Aston Villa. So if you have a game where Aston Villa is playing against your team, it makes for a great case to actually have the striker of the home team as a striker against Villa. So these are the small bits of information you can actually use to make your team and decisions better. I hope this has helped you guys. And if you actually want to dive into the stats of the players, you can do that too. You can compare a couple of players. Let me just show you how. So let's say we want to find out if Ronaldo is better or Harry Kane. So you'll have all the stats here of all the previous years. So I think I'll just select expected goals and assists, and then let me just show you how this works. So let us compare this with Harry Kane, and this will be for this season itself. Yeah. So if you actually see here, Ronaldo has a better expected goals number, but Harry Kane is better with the assists. So this is what I was talking about. You can actually put in expected goals, shots per 90, and a whole lot of other things, and you can compare players here too. So I would actually recommend this website for all of you to use in your team selections. Coming to the team selection, I've actually been breaking my head over some decisions. Let me tell you what they were. So also, and I just want to show you another thing here. So if you actually notice here, City haven't conceded a goal at home. How ridiculous is that, right? So it's actually a no-brainer to pick a City defender here. But the reason why I didn't do that is the player I was going to say is sub out was Semedo. So let's say Semedo plays and concedes a couple of goals. He gets 2 points. And let's say I take out Semedo for a hit and get a City defender and he gets a clean sheet. That means that the City defender will get 6 points. And if you like reduce the hit of 4 points, it's literally same as Semedo conceding a goal. So I think taking a hit is more favorable when you actually have a striker who will give you more than 4 points. I wouldn't recommend that for a defender. So that's the reason I haven't actually decided to take a hit and opt for a defender. Coming to the defense, it looks like this. Trent and James definitely start. Semedo and Sa again. Wolves have been, I think, improving slowly, and I think they're a good defensive unit. But I agree it's a little risky to have two players from the same team, and I don't even have any City defenders, but I can't really do that for a hit. And I'll come back to Livramento in a while. Coming to my midfield and attack. I agree my defense is a little weak, but I really want to go all guns blazing with my midfield. So I have Kai Havertz here, who remains in my team. Newcastle are one of the worst teams at home. They've probably conceded one of the highest goals. And I also have Jack Grealish here, who I think is a great differential. Wolves have been doing well, and Everton, I think, are just slipping off the radar a little bit. And with Richarlison back, you can clearly see that Townsend is not as involved. So my transfer for this game week is actually going to be to ship Townsend out and get Phil Foden. And with Foden and Grealish versus Crystal Palace at home, I think they can actually score a lot of goals. Salah, again, it's a no-brainer to actually captain him. I know it's against Brighton, who are one of the better defending teams, but I don't think I'm going to make a mistake the third time. Coming to the attack, I actually wanted to have Ronaldo here, but I think it's better to have. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. Yes, Ronaldo, I think, is good. He wants to come back, and I've actually read reports that he's bringing the team together in the dressing room, so he will be motivated to score. But I think having a combination of Tony and Foden is better than, say, Ronaldo and Townsend. So those are going to be my transfers for this game week. I'm going to bring in Tony and Phil Foden. So I still have 3.9 in the bank. The thing is, I could have opted for Vardy or even Aubameyang here, but the reason why I didn't do that is because I want to get Son in from the next game week. So I'll straight away remove Grealish because they're playing United and Foden looks like the most attacking player of City. So I'm going to remove Grealish and get in Son. If I actually have Aubameyang or Vardy, I can't really make that transfer. And once Lukaku or Werner come back, we can always remove Havertz and move to somebody cheaper or even like opt for a better striker. So this is going to be my team right now, guys. Let me just log that in a moment. Oh, before that, so I wanted to talk about Livramento. We know that Broja is not available for this game week, but I still think backing Adam Armstrong has really backfired. I'm going to ship him out as soon as possible, and even if even if Broja isn't playing, I think it'll be Redmond and Shea Adams up top, and Armstrong even played 90 minutes in the midweek Carabao Cup game. So I think it's better to have Livramento. And Watford always seem to be conceding a lot of goals, so I see no reason why Livramento can even give us some points in like he has been in attack. So Grealish didn't play in the Carabao Cup game. It was Sterling, Mahrez and Palmer. So I'm sure that Grealish and Foden will start this game, and if Grealish actually gets some points, that will be a great differential. So let me just log the transfers. There we go. I'm actually a little nervous because I was actually deciding to do this later, but it's okay. I hope I have the luck of all you guys. So coming to the team, this will be my formation. I'm going to be playing 4-4-2 with Adam Armstrong on the bench. So yeah, Salah's captain and Foden will be my vice captain. I honestly think Foden again will be a great differential captain, and Salah, I mean, he's playing Brighton, but then I don't really want to be risking it anymore. Let's take it slowly and steadily. So this is my team, guys. I hope you liked my